Hey everyone! Thanks for listening to Like You. If you want to help us keep making new episodes, you can support the podcast by subscribing through Patreon or Apple Podcasts. A subscription gives you access to special bonus content like affirmation minis, song downloads, and other special perks. Grown-ups can find more information in our episode notes or on our website. You can also show your love by leaving a 5-star review wherever you listen to the podcast. I'm glad you're my podcast friend. Now, let's get on with the show. Hello, I'm Noah, and this is Like You, Mindfulness for Kids. I'm so glad you're here. On this episode, we'll be checking in with our 5 senses and imagining that they are our superpowers. So, listeners of all ages, find a place to listen where you feel comfortable and safe. Remember, you're always welcome to interact with this podcast by speaking up to answer my questions or by repeating affirmations aloud. Of course, if you prefer, you can just think your responses quietly in your mind. If you could have any superpower, what would you want it to be? Super strength? Super speed? X-ray vision? Feel free to say your superpower out loud. Well, for today's breathing exercise, I want to imagine we can fly. Here's what to do. As we breathe in deep for a count of 3, imagine yourself floating up into the air. Then hold your breath for a count of 5 as you imagine flying through the sky. And finally, breathe out for a count of 3 as you imagine floating back down and landing on the ground. We'll do it a few times. And here we go. Breathe in deep and float up. 1, 2, 3. Hold it as you fly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out and land. 1, 2, 3. Now breathe in and float up. 1, 2, 3. Hold your breath as you fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out and land. 1, 2, 3. Last time. Breathe in and float up. 1, 2, 3. Fly through the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And float down and land as you breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Super job. Now, on the count of 3, let's all say, I like me. 1, 2, 3. I like me. I like you too. You are brave, strong, and more powerful than you realize. Now let's stick with our superhero theme. I want you to think about your 5 senses as superpowers. Can you name all 5 senses? There's sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. A big part of mindfulness has to do with paying attention to your senses and really stopping to notice the details around you. Today we're going to focus specifically on 3 of our senses: sight, sound, and smell. We'll pay close attention to one sense at a time as you imagine that it is your superpower. So let's start with your super sense of vision. Take a moment to look around and name 5 things you can see. Any 5 things. Now pick just one object near you. Maybe it's your shirt, a pillow, a chair, or a stuffed animal. I can't see what's around you, so you'll have to pick something for yourself. Now I want you to use your supervision to look very, very closely at that object. Do you notice any tiny details that you've never seen before? Can you tell just by looking what the object would feel like? Just take a few seconds to notice what you see when you use your supervision to look very closely. Next, let's try out your super hearing. It might help to close your eyes so you can focus directly on what you hear and nothing else. First, just listen to this music for a few seconds to warm up your super hearing. See if you can hear the different instruments that are coming together to make this song. How many different instruments can you identify? Now in a moment, I'm going to turn the music down and be completely quiet. I want you to be completely quiet as well. And while we're being silent, listen closely to whatever is around you. Even if it seems silent at first, your super hearing might start to pick up on tiny sounds that you didn't notice before. Things like a refrigerator humming, the wind blowing, birds chirping in the distance, or an airplane flying overhead. Or maybe just the sound of your own breathing in and out. Let's listen now. I'll turn down the music and use your super hearing to focus on what you can hear in the silence. So what did your super hearing hear in the silence? Next, let's try your super sense of smell. Keep your eyes closed and take a few deep breaths through your nose. What do you smell? Now I want you to pick a single object to smell up close. So if you're outside, maybe you could smell a flower or a blade of grass or a leaf or a rock. If you're inside, you might be able to smell a crayon or a pencil or a book or a snack. Wherever you are, you could choose to just smell your own hand or your hair if it's long enough to reach your nose. So pick an item, hold it close to your nose, and take a few deep breaths through your nose. Try to clear your mind of distractions and focus only on what you smell. Super job. Remember, if you ever start to feel overwhelmed, you can stop and take a moment to focus on your super senses of sight, sound, and smell. Now let's say some affirmations. Affirmations are words you can say about yourself to remind yourself how wonderful you are. I'll say each affirmation twice, so you can listen the first time, then say it together with me the second time. Here we go. I am super. I am super. I am powerful. I am powerful. I embrace the greatness inside me. I embrace the greatness inside me. I will share my strengths with the world. I will share my strengths with the world. My mind is full of wonderful ideas. My mind is full of wonderful ideas. I can handle anything that comes my way. I can handle anything that comes my way. It's enough to try my best. It's enough to try my best. The world needs someone like me. The world needs someone like me. If any of those affirmations stood out to you, feel free to write them down or just store them safely in your mind to say when you need it. If you have an affirmation that is special to you, I would love to hear it. If you'd like to send a recording of your favorite affirmation to play on the show, have a grown-up check our website or episode notes for more information. Now, I'd like to end this episode with a song. Feel free to sing, dance, or just think about all the things that make you super.
There's power in my fingertips. There's power in my toes. I can bring my power with me everywhere I go. There's power in the words I say and power in my mind. I bring power to the world whenever I am kind. I am super. You are too. There's a hero inside you. I am super. You are super. We're all super. I am super. You are super. We're all super. Super, you are too. There's a hero inside you. I am super, you are super, we're all super. I am super, you are super, we're all super.
I can't wait to spend some time together again soon. Until next time, I like you, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad we're friends. Have a happy and peaceful day. Like You is a production of Perpetual Motion. It is made possible by our subscribers on Patreon and Apple Podcasts. Become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/likeyoupodcast or by tapping subscribe on our show page in Apple Podcasts. You can also tell your friends about the show or leave a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. Like You is written and hosted by me, Noah Glenn. I also composed and performed the Like You theme music and other music that appeared in this episode. Our podcast cover art was illustrated by Maya Sain, and our episode art is created by Lindsay Glenn. Grown-ups can find more information about Like You by visiting our website at likeyoupodcast.com. Thanks for listening.